All right, do-it-yourselfers. I'm working on a Dodge Sprinter 3500. This happens to be a motorhome, Itasca Navion Winnebago View. It'd be applicable to any V6 diesel by Mercedes-Benz. And I'm going to do a quick oil change and capture it. Let me get down here and show you. You need a 13 millimeter initially. Here. There's a 13 millimeter that comes out originally. Just right under the front end is your oil drain pan. Now, I've taken the 13 millimeter out and drained the oil. And in place, I've installed a Fumoto that is makes it easier to do oil changes. And I did a separate video on that if you want to watch that. Otherwise, you'd use your factory bolt. Now, there is a little washer that goes on these. When I took mine off, it was missing. But there are a set of washers that I have that I would put back on if I was using my factory. But this has a washer on it when you buy it and replace it, so it's already been installed. Now I've drained it in a large drain pan. Now there's some discussions of 12 to 13 quarts of oil to fill this. What I'm going to do is I always measure what I've taken out and start with that, and then use my dipstick to ultimately determine. Do not overfill these. You want them between the add and fill mark. All right, so that's draining the oil. Let's go up top and look at now removing the filter. It's pretty straightforward too. Come up here on the top of your engine, and here's your oil filter. Again, it's on the driver's side. It's pretty simple. I can just pretty much undo mine with my hand, but if not, you'll need a wrench. And there's your filter. There's your cap. You'll pull that out and replace it. Now, to make easy access for this, what I did was remove this little vent hose. It just pulls out. Then I just literally lifted this breather cover off the top, moved it to the side so I could get to this. And you can see they label this 2 Newton meters. They want it tightened back to, it looks like 25 there. So we'll get this out, and more to come. Okay, now I did measure, and I took out 11.5 quarts just from the drain. So I'm going to figure there's probably at least a half a quart that sits in that filter. So I'm going to start by putting 12 quarts back in, and then I'll use my dipstick from there to see if I need any more. But coming out of the engine is roughly 12 quarts total. Now, if you read the Sprinter manual, it says that you can use up to a quart of oil every 620 miles, so you do want to use your dipstick and check your oil regularly. But that's all it is. So let's put 12 quarts in. Okay, and with your old filter removed, you'll be taking off 2 old washers too that'll come off. You got a larger one, you have a little small one that comes off here. So be sure you replace them. One of them goes around the ring down here at the bottom, and then one sits right in here. And to remove that, you might want one of these little pick tools. Make it easier to get under it and remove it. You can see I've reseated a new one. I'm going to push my new filter in, install it, and get ready to tighten it down 25 Newton meters, and then I'm going to start filling with oil. Okay, I put 12 quarts in. As you can see now, I've put my filter and tightened it down. Again, that's Newton meters, 25. Over here, I put 12 quarts in, and crank the engine and roll a little bit. One thing I noticed when I first pulled this stick, it looked beautiful, but now it's sucked in oil into that filter, so it's a little low. So I'm going to put another half quart. I'm going to check it, and then I'll maybe end up putting 13 on. Some places they say 12, some 12 and a half, some 13, but you can see on that stick I'm a little bit low. So I'm going to go ahead and put a half and check it with 13. Now it's good to check your engine oil when it's hot. I know the engine's running and all, so I'm going to double check all that. But that's all it is now on this Dodge Sprinter 3500.